Ask what your passion was in life, how would you respond? Well, our next guest is here to tell us about her incredible workshops that are designed to help people do just that, discover their hidden passion in a very creative way. Please welcome internationally acclaimed artist Carmen Lent and one of her students from her Envision It workshop, Lynn Cradaville. Welcome to the shows, ladies.
Well, nice
Great to have
you.
I want to dive right in. I mean, what prompted you to start Envision It workshops?
Well, I think, Desiree, that so many people are so busy, our lives are so busy, and they never take the time to really see what their hidden dreams are they don't even know. So I felt that if I could do a way of getting them into a workshop where they're just pulling papers, pictures, things out of magazines to see what attracts them, that then they put them together and make a Envision It board.
And that's what we're looking at right now. And Lynn, we're taking a peek at your Envision board. What were you discovering? I mean, what made you want to kind of sign up for an Envision It workshop?
Well, Carmen's wonderful to be with, and so it's fun to spend time with her. But also, it was interesting to spend the time to go through magazines, just pulling things that you really loved to look at. You know, and I loved the fruits and the flowers and the environment. And so I was sort of pulling out all those kinds of things, and it was just a number of hours of just complete pleasure and relaxation, and I didn't think about anything else except enjoying myself.
And what's interesting, as I said to you earlier, this is really not a traditional vision board. I mean, when we think of vision board, we think of, the things that we want to acquire, and that's what you're placing on there. That's not what this is.
No, it's not, Desiree. It's about finding, like Lynn said, looking in magazines and things and just pulling out what you like, what appeals to you visually. And when you put it together, you're all of a sudden thinking, oh my goodness, I don't have any of these in my life. And so then I followed up with working with the people to see, how could we put that in your life? How could you connect the job that you're doing with this to bring the passion in?
Are you finding that when people are actually creating the boards, are they missing out on certain things in their life? And then how are they being fulfilled in the end?
I think what happens is when they complete their board and they sit down to look at it, they're surprised at the things that they have left out of their lives that I think are sort of secret whisperings that are coming to them. And so then when we follow up, we talk about how could we incorporate that into their lives.
And what are you finding? I mean, what has been the biggest, you think, accomplishment for a lot of the students? Is it just coming in, making the board, and discovering a different side of themselves? I mean, what else are they walking away with?
I think Lynn probably is a good person to talk to about that.
What do you think, Lynn?
I work in the financial world, so I don't spend a lot of time, sort of involving myself with nature or my creative side, which I really love that. Gardening and the environment and, landscaping and landscape design and sort of the order, which appeals to me so much. So it was fun to put that amount of time into just focusing on that. And I think in the end result is I realize I have to, going forward, I have to, join a class or take a course or do some studying.
Making the time for you,
yes,
right?
Make the time for me to do something I love.
Is that basically what everyone is kind of sounding off with? I mean, are you finding with all your students the same kind of scenario?
I think we're so focused on, making money and the whole business of life that we forget about who we really are. And so I've developed a lot of different creative things to try to get people in touch with that, because I think everybody's creative. And I think people don't believe that. And I always tease them when they come to my workshop. They say, I can't do anything. I say, great. Well, then you're going to be my first failure.
Oh, but you're like, you're going to be my best success. If there's one takeaway, Carmen, from this segment, what would you like our viewers to really know about your wonderful Envision It workshops?
Well, I'd love them to know that they've all got hidden dreams, and I think it's never too late to get in touch with them and to figure out how you can put those in your life. And I think it's not a threatening way to do it. It's an easy way.
Pleasurable. Good
Yes.
4 hours plus, they
Yeah,
say.
exactly. It's wonderful.
All right, folks, if you're listening in right now and you'd like more information and want to learn more, you can catch Carmen hosting another Envision It workshop Saturday, April 24th, right there in Worcester Square, right here in New Haven. For the information, you can email her at carmen.lund@gmail.com. Is that right, Carmen?
That's correct.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
And if
you.
you missed it, folks, it'll be on our website,
Thank you, Desiree.
WTNH.com.